gentlemen, I welcome you to problem solving session in physical chemistry part. See, as long as we are mentally peaceful, happy, cheerful, then you will be able to solve many problems in short span of time. If you are excited and worried, the related relations will not dawn into the mind. So let us be peaceful and see how quickly we can solve 10 problems. Let's take time, no problem. Which of the following solutions is more concentrated than others? Please look at the given options. How many moles are dissolved per liter? If you see in those terms, it would be very clear. See, 500 ml is 5.3 grams of Na2CO3. Na2CO3 molecular weight is 106. So 1000 ml will contain 10.6. 10.6 by 106, that is 0.1 mole is dissolved per liter. This is 100 ml 5 grams, 1000 ml 50 grams. 50 by 40, that is equal to 1.25 moles. It is 1.25 moles. Earlier was only 0.1 mole. The next one, 750 ml 3.65 grams. It means 0.1 mole in 750 ml. So 1000 ml will be slightly more than 0.1 mole. Definitely 2 is more concentrated than 1 and 3. Fourth one is 1000 ml 4.9. 4.9 by 98, that is equal to 1 by 20 moles. That is least. So obviously you can see that the two options, second option is more concentrated than others. Okay, don't worry, don't get excited. If you are excited, you will take more time, you can't solve problem. Be cheerful, cool. Let us look at a big problem actually. We can solve it in 1 minute time. One tablet of vitamin C. Vitamin C is called ascorbic acid, and nowadays when anybody gets corona, doctors are prescribing vitamin C. Ascorbic acid, it is an organic acid whose equivalent weight is given as 176. Don't worry about its structure. One tablet of vitamin C neutralized by 20 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH. If its equivalent weight of vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid, is 176, what is the weight of vitamin C in each tablet? Whenever an acid is neutralized by base, use the relation total number of equivalents of A reacting is equal to number of equivalents of B reacting. In other words, N1V1 is equal to N2V2. That is equal to milli equivalent weights of substances. If the volume is in milliliters, normality in volume in milliliter, N1V1 is always equal to N2V2 when somebody is reacting with somebody. So 0.1 normal solution of 20 milliliters must correspond to 20 milli equivalents of base, which is equal to 20 milli equivalents of acid. So weight in milligrams is always equal to number of milli equivalents into equivalent weight of any material. Therefore 176 into, here it is 0.1 into 20, that is equal to 2.0 milli equivalents. 2.0 into 176, 352 milligrams. It means it is 0.352 grams. Always remember, when any two fellows are reacting, always N1V1 is equal to N2V2. Always normality into volume in milliliters will give you milli equivalents. Milli equivalent multiplied with equivalent weight will give you weight in milligrams. Weight in milligrams divided by 1000 will give 18 grams. Let us go to next problem. AB2 and AB4 are two non-electrolytes. Of course, they are solutes. They are dissolved in 20 grams of benzene. Very good. Due to the resolution of 1 gram each of AB2 and AB4 in 20 grams of benzene, first case freezing point depressed by 2.3 degrees centigrade, second case it is decreased by 1.3 degrees centigrade. So, if the molal depression freezing point constant of benzene is 5.4 kg per mole, what are the atomic masses of A and B? They gave us options like A is equal to 27, 45, B second option A 42, B 25, A the first salt 52.48. The atomic weight of B is 48, A is 48, B is 52. So, they gave us atomic weights. Now, how to address this problem? Always we know that depression freezing point is equal to IKF into M. I is want-off factor for any non-electrolyte, I is 1. Kf is molar depression freezing point, M1 is molality of first solution. So, delta Tf1 by delta Tf2 is equal to IKF M1 by IKF M2. What is M1, M2? M1 is molality of first solution, because the mass of solvent is same throughout. Simply I would say M1 by M2 is equal to N1 by N2. Molality 1 by molality, it is 2 is equal to number of moles of 1 by number of moles of 2. That is equal to weight of first fellow by molecular weight of first fellow divided by weight of second fellow by molecular weight of second fellow, which is equal to W1 by M1 is into M2 by W2. If you are saying that AB4 solute molecular weight is A plus 4B, AB2 solute molecular weight is A plus 2B, M2 by M1 is equal to A plus 4B by A plus 2B. Do you notice that W1 is 1 gram, W2 is also 1 gram in our case? Have you really realized that I have taken 20 grams of solvent in two cases, and in each case I dissolved just 1 gram of AB2 whose molecular weight I thought as A plus 2B, and AB4 whose molecular weight I thought as A plus 4B. Therefore, delta Tf1 by delta Tf2 is equal to A plus 4B by A plus 2B. 2.3 by 1.3 is equal to A plus 4B by A plus 2B. Directly I am getting this relation. From this I can infer A is equal to 0.6B. Obviously, A is equal to 6 by 10B or A is equal to 3 by 5B. Then I am getting 5A is equal to 3B. Now, look at the options, in which case atomic weight of A into 5 is equal to atomic weight of B into 3, option A. That is one way. Other way to solve the same problem is find the molecular weight of AB2 and AB4 using the relation delta TB is equal to I is 1 for any non-electrolyte, you need not have to worry, I into Kf, which is given as 5.4 into molality of the solution is equal to weight of solute 1 gram divided by molecular weight of AB2, A plus 2B into 1000 by 20. By solving this, you will be knowing what is A plus 2B, which is 117.4. In second case also you can find out that A plus 4B is equal to 207.78. Then molecular atomic weight of A and B can be concluded from these two relations. A value is 27, B value is 45. This way it becomes lengthier. You please don't get excited and worried. Out of some 30 questions, only few are numerical problems. They require a little time. So, in actual competitive exam, you get enough time to solve each and every problem if you are peaceful. Try to understand what the data they gave, what the data they want. Automatically the relation will come into your mind. Look at this. They have taken a glucose solution and urea solution as isotonic solutions. Now, they dissolved 4 grams per liter of urea that exerted same osmotic pressure as a solution that has X grams per liter of glucose, because they are isotonic, osmotic pressures are same. Now, what is the X value? Notice that isotonic solutions are the solutions which have same concentration or same number of moles. You know that molecular weight of urea NH2CO NH2 is 60, molecular weight of glucose is 180. So, always number of moles are same, means you should equate 60 grams of urea is equal to 180 grams of glucose. Then 4 grams of urea is equal to how many grams of glucose? You can conclude 12 grams. Therefore, 4% solution of urea exerts same osmotic pressure as 12% solution of glucose. Let us look at next problem. at 10 degrees centigrade, osmotic pressure of urea solution is found to be 500 millimeters mercury. When it is diluted and the temperature is raised to 25 degrees centigrade, the osmotic pressure became 105.3 mm mercury. Now they wanted to know what is the extent of dilution. They gave me 4 options. Now I know that osmotic pressure is equal to NTR by V, where N is the number of moles, T is temperature, R is universal gas constant or solution constant, V is the volume of solution. I for non-electrolytes should be taken as 1, that can be ignored in this case. So notice that pi 1 by pi 2 is equal to T1 by V1 into V2 by T2, because N, R are constant, only temperature and volume are changing. So pi 1 by pi 2 is equal to 283 by 298 into V2 by V1, which is equal to 500 by 105.3. 500 is pi 1, 105.3 is pi 2. It implies V2 by V1 is nearly equal to this, that is nearly equal to 5 by 1. You need not have to do very accurately, simply they ask how many times it is diluted, approximate solution will do, and the option D matches. It is diluted by 5 times. So be cool and try to watch this video 2-3 times slowly so that it will be clear to you. Let us take another problem. Osmotic pressure of a solution at 273 K is 4 atmosphere, and what is its osmotic pressure at 546 K? You know pi is equal to NTR by V. Now if both solutions are same, only you are different temperature. So pi 1 by pi 2 is equal to T1 by T2, because N or V are same throughout. So T1 by T2 means 4 by pi 2 is equal to 273 by 546. Automatically pi 2 is equal to 8 atmospheres. Without solving, simply if you are doubling the temperature, osmotic pressure also gets doubled. By doubling the temperature in Kelvin scale, the 4 atmosphere will become 8 atmosphere. As simple as that. It will not be really particularly difficult if you are peaceful. Now let us look at next question. 12 grams of a non-volatile solute dissolved in 108 grams of water. If the relative lowering of vapor pressure is 0.1, what is the molecular weight of solute? So relative lowering of vapor pressure means P0 of pure solvent minus vapor pressure of solution by P0 of pure solvent, which is equal to 0.1. So number of moles of solvent is equal to weight of solvent 108 by molecular weight of water 18, 6. Let us suppose the number of moles of solute is X. So X by X plus 6 is equal to 0.1. If you solve, X value works out to be 2 by 3. Now 2 by 3 is equal to weight of solute by molecular weight. Weight of solute is 12, molecular weight I don't know. On solving I am getting molecular weight as 18. Now I will look at options. Which option is very close to 18? If options are like 20, 40, 80, 100, I choose 20. Okay. Now let us look at the next problem. I have taken 4 different solutions like ethyl alcohol 0.5 molar, 0.1 molar Mg3PO4 taken twice, and 0.25 molar KBr, 0.125 molar Na3PO4. In this, ethanol will not dissociate, whereas magnesium phosphate, each unit dissociates to give 5 particles, 3 Mg plus 2 phosphate ions. So KBr dissociates to give 1 K plus 1 Br minus. Na3PO4 dissociates to give 3 Na plus 1 PO4, that is 4 particles. Always multiply the molarity with the number of particles it is likely to give each unit to get overall number of particles. 0.1 into 5. Here 0.125 into Na3PO4, 4. Na3 means 3 Na plus ions, 1 PO4. So 4 into 0.125, 0.1 into 5, 0.25 into 2, 0.5 into 1. Effectively all the fellows are giving equal number of particles per liter. Therefore, what is the ratio of their osmotic pressures means 1:1:1:1. Always to know the osmotic pressure, compare the number of particles by multiplying given molarity with what? The number of particles the salt can give by dissociation in a very diluted solution. Okay, sir. Let us look at few more problems in next video. Thank you.